Pay careful attention, my dear. This particular time is not arbitrary. You were pulled here because my heart has been suffering for yours. You didn't simply stumble across these words by accident. You've asked yourself, do you see me, Lord? How hard have I been trying? Do you know, have you noticed what I don't speak aloud? And I can tell you right now that I do see it all. I'm aware of the struggles you've faced, the sleepless nights you've had, and the tears you brushed away before anybody could see them. Reach your pillow. When you felt invisible, I was there. When the world became too loud and too heavy, I was there. And I'm here right now, closer than the air you breathe. I'm more than just a voice in the clouds. Before I approach, I won't wait for you to measure up. I am here because I put gold inside of you before anybody ever knew your name. Because I selected you, because I love you, and because I know what you cannot yet see. This moment has a sacred quality. Heaven is becoming nearer to us. Angels are standing close by, watching over your life as I say. They are real messengers of power, comfort and protection, even if you can't see them. They were put in charge of you before you were ever born, and they continue to stand on the periphery of your battle, preventing what would have destroyed you and paving the path for what will bring you blessings. I understand the stress you're under, kid. I am aware of how fear may come in like a shadow, saying that you are not good enough, that you are lagging behind, and that other people are the ones who will succeed. But listen, your future is not a state of terror. You are not your stress, your name is not failure. The tale is rewritten by my presence in your life. When worrying attempts to suffocate you, I am your calm. When doubtful voices clamor within your head, I am your bravery. When everything seems shaky, I am the steady hand that holds you. Storms may occur, but I choose your fate, not the storms. I've seen you attempt to do things by yourself, believing that perhaps you were too much trouble for me to handle. But take a look at the cross. Take a look at what I have done for you already. Do you honestly believe that I would go to such lengths to save you, simply to leave you in the midst of your ordeal? No, dear. I remain with you. I didn't only rescue you. My spirit is inside you. You are surrounded by my angels. Heaven is packed around your life. Even when you feel alone, you're looking for significance and questioning whether your chances of a meaningful future have been snatched away by the failures. However, I can assure you that nothing can take away what I have put inside you, not the failures, not the errors, nor the treachery. Every grief, delay, and closed door is being woven into a larger tapestry than you can see. I'm not late, even if you believe you are. I'm getting you ready for something. And I'm getting you ready for something. It's been difficult because of this. You have sensed the strain because of this. To create space for the blessing you hoped for, I'm stretching you. Angels are working on your behalf as you read this. They are speaking bravery into your heart, removing barriers and opening doors. You are not alone in your battle. The pressure you experience is preparation, not punishment. You are entering a time when miracles will seem like everyday occurrences rather than far-off dreams. There will be opportunities that you never even anticipated. People with similar hearts to mine will walk beside you rather than against you, and friendships will be renewed or created What was previously barren will blossom. Relationships will be restored, and trust will be restored. But above the cacophony, you have to choose to trust me. My voice must be heard above the sounds of fear. I never promised my kid a life without storms, but I did pledge to be there when they came. And everything changes when I'm around. You now possess the same power that brought me back to life. Call me when you're feeling weak. Speak my name whenever you're feeling scared. Remember who you belong to. When the adversary attempts to bring up your past or spread false information about your future, keep in mind the angels who are gathered around you. Keep in mind that my spirit is your guide, your comforter and your counselor. Hold on a second, breathe deeply. Allow my tranquility to cover you. This is sacred territory. You are experiencing me. Not only reading words, I'm removing the burden you've been carrying, the stress in your chest, and the anxieties that consume your thoughts. You don't need to maintain your composure. Before you come to me, you don't need to do all the repairs. Come as you will, bring the chaos. Bring your doubts, ask questions. I can take your candor. Your humanity has not let me down. Your faith makes me happy. The idea that you are undeserving of good things, and that you are somehow not entitled to the joys that others have, has been attempting to infiltrate your life. Now I dispel that falsehood. We don't forget you, you're not left out. My darling, you have been selected and designated for something more than survival. You have been called to flourish, create, shine, and experience profound love and love. In return, I've given you dreams that appear out of proportion to your current situation. That's because I am the one who will make those dreams come true via you. Stop using your resources to evaluate my ideas. Your resources, me. The livestock on 1,000 hills belong to me. I open doors that nobody can close. Yes, you will encounter opposition. It's true that some people will misinterpret you, criticize you, and even turn away. However, don't allow their departure diminish your value. Keep their words from overpowering mine. Remember that you're not alone. Even if you feel like withdrawing into solitude, you stroll with my angels. You were given life by my spirit. You are covered by my Father's affection. I'm in you, therefore. You're stronger than you realize. My bravery pours through you, so you're braver than you realize. If you're crying as you read this, or if you're feeling guilty or ashamed, know that I've already paid the price for all of your transgressions, mistakes, and lost opportunities. What I have already borne for you. Stop carrying at my feet, place it. I'm requesting your submission, not your flawlessness. Surrender is the path to liberation, not a sign of weakness. It is the starting point of marvels. Listen, kid. I'm bringing paradise into your life right now. Not just getting you to heaven. My kingdom intrudes into your daily life. Heaven appears when you utter words of forgiveness rather than resentment. Heaven appears when you pray for a buddy rather than spreading rumors against them. Heaven appears when you choose optimism over despair. My presence is carried by you. You are influencing the environment around you. In addition to just surviving this existence, I see how you have loved others who have not reciprocated your affection. I see the silent sacrifices you've made and the private prayers you've spoken. It hasn't been squandered at all. In due time, every seed you plant will bear fruit. Angels listen. Every little act of kindness, every tear you've transformed into a prayer, and every tiny step of faith are all celebrated in heaven. Even though you may feel invisible, I see you. Even though you may think your efforts are in vain, they are creating something that will last. Now is your time to shine. By leaning more deeply into me, rather than by trying harder in your life. Let my voice be the most audible. Allow me to anchor you with my words. Allow my spirit to lead you. You don't need to solve every problem. You don't need to be familiar with every step. Take the next one with me. Please. Just have faith that I'm already planning your future, creating a path where none seems to exist. If you're prepared to put aside your fear and find serenity, type I choose to trust you. My intentions for you, my darling, are not flimsy. They are not reliant on ideal circumstances or faultless execution. My love is the foundation of them, and it never wavers. I have followed you even when you have fallen, questioned yourself, or turned away when danger approached. I sent angels to keep you safe. In the midst of your darkest nights, I have spoken hope to you. I'm calling you higher now, because you already have my love, not to win it. Your hands should be open. Let go of your tight hold on, attempting to influence the result. Believe me, see what I'll do. In areas you believe to be eternally closed, you will see breakthroughs. Where sadness hung heavy, joy will return. You will see the surprising acceleration of development, the healing of relationships, the growth of friendships, and the multiplicity of possibilities. This is what I promise, it's not hype. For the rest of your life. This is my word. Furthermore, my promise doesn't come back empty. Heaven is focused on you at this very moment. As you take this leap of faith, angels are celebrating. I am the God of your future miracles, as well as your past transgressions. I am not just the God of Sunday mornings. I am also the God of your meetings on Mondays, your anxieties on Tuesdays, and your choices on Wednesdays. I'm there for it all. Include me in your plans. Let me experience your tension. In your fear, rely on me. I will lead you, take care of you, and envelop you in favor like a shield. And know that I am incorporating strands of grace into your days, even as your heart continues to beat with both desire and uncertainty. In my hands nothing is wasted. Not the happiness or the pain, not the successes or the setbacks. Every piece you give me adds to the bigger narrative I'm creating inside of you. Even the seemingly empty spaces and incomplete chapters contain seeds of salvation that are only waiting for the right moment to sprout. Have faith in the mystery of growth that takes place in the soil, where roots grow deeper long before fruit shows up. There you are not forgotten. They're establishing you. Silence does not imply absence. It's not because I've looked away. When responses seem to be slow, waiting is often where your capacity grows, and your heart learns to hear my voice above the din. This is preparing you to bear the burden of benefits that are yet to be seen, not punishment. Your prayers are collected like valuable water behind a dam and released in a torrent of provision at the appropriate moment. So even those that seem unanswered are not lost. Rest your heart in my presence. as you recall that I am here, closer than your anxieties and concerns. Let your breathing to come stop and lean on me. When the road ahead seems gloomy, and you question if you've made a mistake, even if the whole road is not yet visible, my presence will stabilize you like a lamp at your feet, providing enough light for the next step. I don't expect you to run ahead. I welcome you to accompany me on this leisurely and fearless stroll. I want you to experience a level of intimacy that cannot be attained by hurrying or struggling, not only in your prayers, but also in your pauses at the kitchen sink, in the early morning silence, or in the midst of the road when your mind wanders. I wish to be with you when you bring it to me. Every moment becomes sacred. I'm ready to brighten your day with my tranquility. Whenever you open even the slightest area, raise your gaze above the comparative horizon. People don't measure your journey's pace. The fact that someone else's talents look more brilliant or blossom more quickly does not lessen the gifts I have put inside you. Every calling develops in accordance with its own season, and yours is just as valuable. Remain obedient in the ground where I have placed you. Your roots are growing stronger in hiding. Your character is being honed in obscurity. This is the invisible labor that gets you ready for the fruit that is apparent. I understand how exhausting it is to watch people rejoice while you remain still. But keep in mind that nothing in your life is wasted, and that I am never late. I remember the sacrifices you made that no one else sees, the prayers that were spoken in the dark, and the seeds you sowed. None of them will fail to provide a crop. They are all gems in front of me. Raise your ego not because of your accomplishments, but rather because of the people you walk with. You were not made to live in dread or humiliation. My kid, my love fashioned you and my breath kept you alive. You were made in my image. Remember that worth was never something you had to earn. Rather, it was something I freely offered. Keep this in mind whenever you feel unworthy. Allow remorse to be a gateway back into my arms, rather than a barrier separating us. My correction is intended to return you to the road where freedom and life flow, not to condemn. Allow me to demonstrate the beauty of modest loyalty. It makes a difference whether you smile at a complete stranger, quietly forgive someone who has mistreated you, or say a prayer for someone who will never know. Heaven is aware these are the invisible, but unbreakable foundational elements of the kingdom. Even if your giving seems little, don't hate it. Even the tiniest seed may grow into a tree of refuge for many when it is in my hands. Truth should be used to counteract fear. When it seeks to overpower my promises, declare what I said over your head. Talk about a life in which you have only seen loss, by connecting your heart with my word, rather than by managing results. This is how you collaborate with me. When your voice echoes mine, it has authority when you choose faith over fear. Your surrender has power if I call you into situations that seem beyond your capabilities. Don't be shocked. This is to demonstrate my sufficiency, not your deficiency. I will always equip you before sending you. I'm not insecure, but you could be. My strength is enhanced there, even though you may feel feeble. Step ahead despite your hands shaking. Bravery is the choice to trust me in the face of fear, not the absence of it. You've buried some dreams because they seemed unattainable. Get rid of them in front of me. Some I will sculpt into something much more lovely than you could have ever dreamed. Others I will breathe on anew and bring to life. Don't hold on to your ideas so firmly that you fail to see how mine are developing. My thoughts for you are not sparse or little. Rather, they are expansive, full of purpose and optimism like the sky. Additionally, keep in mind that my best work often starts when you are at your weakest. The breaking you dread is to create space for more of me, not to destroy. The path to the freedom you want is the surrender you refuse. I am the God who exchanges ashes for beauty, sorrow for a happiness, and sorrow for adoration. I don't lose anything you put in my hands. Raise your eyes, dear. Is the horizon visible to you? The darkness is still there, but light is already breaking. My spirit continues to shape, heal and restore your life. You are living a narrative of grace upon grace, rather than one of poverty. Take a bit more stroll with me. Have a bit more faith. Inhale the tranquility I provide you. At this moment, you are not an afterthought. After all, you are my creation, my home and my pleasure. In the waiting and the breakthrough, in the calm and the storm, I am at your side. I am closer than your next breath. With each step you take, let your heart be calmed by that fact. When everything else seems unclear, let it serve as your fulcrum. I exhort you to live freely, to love passionately, and to have strong hope. I am with you and in you. Not because you are strong enough on your own. This is the life I created for you. It is not a life without hardship, but one in which I am present throughout. And in my presence there is unwavering calm, an abundance of joy, and a future that is safe in my care. And remember that nothing about you is a coincidence. When you read these lines, I have every aspect of your narrative in my grasp. Every season is purposefully weaved. Every tear is measured and every prayer is answered. I am the God of completions as well as beginnings. I complete what I begin. The work I am performing inside of you is not brittle, transient or forgotten. I'm still molding you into someone who embodies my light in ways you can't yet comprehend. Even if the world around you is changing, I'm always there. My pledges are based on the firm foundation of my character, rather than the shifting tides of circumstance. Raise your gaze from the unsure and focus it on me. You will then start to notice how your life's tiny strands are being woven into a tapestry of salvation. You will eventually see the pattern's beauty, even if they don't make sense right now. Loved one, let your heart rest. Take a break from comparing, striving, and the never-ending. Are I enough? I already have enough of you. Even during your worst hours and when you questioned me, you were always my cherished. My love has not withered away, and my fidelity is not wavered. Your mere breath is proof that I am nearby, and your silent desire is an invitation for me to go closer. Take a brave step forward. You don't go into the future by yourself. I go behind you and ahead of you. You are surrounded by me on all sides. I see opportunity where you see peril. I see a doorway where you see an end. I see someone picked where you feel unworthy. Have faith that I will provide you the discernment you need for every choice, the fortitude you require for every day. and the tranquility you require for every adversity. Don't let your vulnerability scare you. It's a place for me to show off my might, not a weakness. The waiting is rich ground, so don't be afraid of it. I'm already there, so don't be afraid of the unknown. Your hands are free to take what I desire to provide, when you let go of the things you cannot control. So raise your head, take a deep breath. Rekindle hope, there is an eternal affection for you. You are recognized and observed. Your faults do not disqualify you. Your history does not define you. And your future is safe with me. Step forth in the assurance of my presence. Allow your life to serve as a live example of how my kindness endures, despite uncertainty and delay. This is your time to start again, to heal, to hope, and to trust. As you do, keep in mind that I am constantly at your side, nearer than your breath, more steady than your pulse, and your friend, father, and shepherd for all time. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification